Portrait of a lion in colour pencil. He watches over 25 by 25 centimetres, created in 2016. Materials used: HB pencil, Faber-Castell polychromos, Arches hot press watercolour paper at 300 GSM. Stage 1. A light pencil outline of the subject is transferred to the watercolour paper. The shadow areas on the face are established and the first layer of the eyes completed to give the drawing a bit of life. Working from light to dark and with the length and direction of the fur, the main colours in yellows and warm greys have been laid down lightly so that form is established but can still be corrected if need be. Before I begin on the drawing, I always have a scrap of paper where I have established my colour mixes to make sure that they will work together. I try to keep a fairly limited palette of colours to keep a harmony throughout the drawing. Stage 2. The first layer is a good light base for the successive layers to be laid on top, as it helps to create soft transitions in edges and tone. A second layer of colour is added, paying careful attention to the underlying bone structure of the lion, establishing shadow areas that can indicate dips in the skull and leaving highlighted or raised areas very light. The eyes and nose get a second layer of colour. Stage 3. More greys are added to this layer and shadows are deepened to add depth, and the colour is extended further into the mane. Strokes are in keeping with the direction of the fur. Stage 4. The mane is now being developed, working it into the facial structure, adding depth with darker colours and more layers. More of the yellows and warm colours are added to the face. Stage 5. Shadow areas within the mane are deepened, especially under the chin area, so that it becomes defined. Detail is added to the chin. White lines have been left for the whiskers, and colour is cut in around these lines. I have added a reddy brown under the black of the mane to give it more warmth. Stage 6. Another 2 or 3 layers are added to the mane to give it depth, working around the highlighted, shiny areas. Pencil strokes are longer in keeping with the length of the hair in the mane. Care is taken to make the clumps look realistic by their shape and random directions. They are defined by their shadows. It is easy to make patterns in this situation, so I have to be aware this doesn't happen. More colour and definition is added to the chin as it is reshaped. A cool grey is used for the shadow colour in this area. More yellow is added to the muzzle and the nose is darkened. At this stage, I would be standing back from the drawing regularly and making adjustments. The final rendered drawing. The whole drawing had another layer and shadows were darkened so that the face became more three-dimensional and therefore springs to life. Again, I would step back constantly to check values and edges, correcting anything that didn't read well.